I'm Alyssa and this is Rowan, and we're here at the Somerset County Health Department to guide you through a 10-minute beginner-friendly stretching exercise. So let's get started. So we're going to begin in a comfortable seated position here. So we're going to rest those hands right on our knees. We're going to have our shoulders back, our chest forward here, and I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes and take a couple big breaths. Just taking the next few moments to just check in with your body. Really clear your mind here and just getting ready for the next 10 minutes. As we begin, you can keep your eyes closed or you can open them, whatever preference you have. And we're going to drop our head down to our shoulder here. And if you want, you can use that hand to really deepen that stretch. And then slowly we're going to come up through center and we're just going to do opposite side. So again, you can use that hand to really deepen that stretch. And then we're going to come back up through center. And we're going to take our shoulders and roll them up and back, just rolling them down and away from our ears here. Up and just kind of relieving any of that built up tension that you might be carrying. And just whatever range of motion, whatever pace feels comfortable for you here. We'll do one more, and we're just going to switch directions. So now we're going to take those shoulders forward. And you might notice that one direction feels a little bit easier than another, and that's perfectly normal. Just a few more here. Do one last one, and then together we're going to bring our hands to our heart center. So we're going to rest these thumbs right on our chest here. And as we inhale, we're going to extend lift all the way up. And on an exhale, we're going to side stretch, really elongating your side here. And as we inhale, we're going to come back to center. And then we're going to side stretch to that opposite side. And right back up through center. We're gonna open up this chest, really cactus those arms here, and just take a few breaths here. And then back up through center. We're gonna do those side stretches again. So to your first side here, just holding for a moment. And then back up through center. And on that opposite side, you might want to sink just a little bit deeper as your body gets warmed up here. And then back up through center. We're going to open that chest up once more. So big breaths here. And then all the way up through center. We're going to drop down right back to that heart center, and then we're going to rest those hands right on our knees again, and just a nice big breath. And then slowly we're going to roll forward, and you're just going to meet me in a tabletop position here. So we're going to have these hands stacked right below our shoulder here, and our knees are going to be right below our hips. And what we're going to do is we're going to move through a cat and cow rotation. So we're going to drop this chest and slowly look up, and then we're going to round through that spine, and we're going to bring our chin to our chest here. And then I'm just going to invite you to move between those two poses just at your own pace. Really remembering to move with each breath. So when you inhale, you're going to move, and then when you exhale, you're going to move. And just a few more here. And then we're going to come right back to that neutral tabletop position. And on our next inhale, we're going to extend lift all the way up. Just holding for a moment. And then we're going to drop right back down to the mat. Next inhale, extend, lift up, opposite side. And then we're gonna drop right back down. And then just right back to that cat and cow. Maybe you're noticing that these movements feel just a little bit easier as you get more warmed up. Just a couple more here. Last one here. We're gonna meet back at that neutral tabletop. Next inhale, we lift up once more. And then slowly we drop right back down to the mat. Next inhale, we extend, lift up, opposite side. And then we drop right back down, right at that neutral tabletop. So just a nice big breath here. And then when you're ready, we're gonna tuck those toes and we're gonna lift that butt up off the mat for our downward facing dog. And we're just gonna hold this for a moment. Maybe you wanna pedal out those feet, bringing those heels towards the mat here. Just whatever feels comfortable for you. Just a few more here. And then we're gonna drop those knees right back to our neutral tabletop. So big inhales, big exhales. And then we're gonna tuck those toes, find down dog once more, or you can just stay in that tabletop position if that modification is needed. So for those of you in our down dog, we're gonna pedal once more. And then we're gonna drop down to the mat. So nice big inhale, nice big exhale. And then slowly when you're ready, we're gonna move back to that seated position. So right back to where we started. And we're gonna bring our hands to our heart center here. And we're just gonna take a moment, nice big breath. And then as you inhale, we're gonna extend, lift up. And you're gonna take one hand right behind your back and you're gonna take the other hand to the outside of that opposite knee. So just a little bit of a side stretch here. And just sinking as deep into this as it's comfortable for you. And then we're gonna lift up and just opposite side. So that arm behind, opposite hand to the outside of that knee. And we're gonna lift up, come back to center here. We're gonna find that cactus arms once more. Just open our chest up. And then we're gonna extend, lift up, and we're gonna do those side stretches again. So we're gonna hand behind us, opposite hand to the outside of that knee. And maybe you wanna sink just a little bit deeper this time. And we're gonna lift all the way up. Opposite side here. And we're gonna come all the way back up. Cactus arms one final time. And then we're gonna lift all the way up. Hands to heart center here. And then we're gonna bring them right to our knees. And all together, we're gonna do one final big inhale and big exhale. And then that brings us to the end of our stretch today. Thanks for joining us today. Feel free to give us a call or stop in here at the Somerset County Health Department to learn more about our additional resources on how we can help you live a healthier life.